Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode here on the channel. Tight Splice Charters, Captain Cody Davis here with you guys again as always, and just wanted to walk out here for a little bit and give you guys what's probably going to be the last pond update video before this thing is completed. We've made a lot of major progress, I believe, since the last upload on this deal. I don't remember exactly when that was, but we're in the last and final stages. We're hoping all the major digging that we've got to do is going to be done really by the end of this week. And then once that's wrapped up, it'll be essentially just making the place look pretty, which you guys will see. I'm sure we'll do some videos on that when we try to plant some grass, maybe plant some trees around the pond, whatever that entails at the end. But as far as the pond being built, hopefully, we wrap this up by the end of this week. So this is kind of where we're at right now. This flat surface I'm standing on right here is really all that's left to dig out, but this is what we've got so far. We brought in a big pump from one of the farms just to pump all this water out. It makes digging the material out much easier. When we were digging it previously, once we first struck water, every scoop, you got to imagine, was half material, half water. Whereas now, once we drop this, the water level down, we're making a lot of progress in being able to cover a lot more area and dig much faster. So this is all the material that we've been pulling out of here, and we've been running it. We've kind of been stashed a couple of different deals going on. We've got whatever this rocky, muddy material is. We're bringing a bunch of it to my father-in-law's shop via semi or via trailer. We've been stacking a bunch of it back here in the back corner of the house, and a lot of it's also gone obviously to that road that we're building to drive into the pasture. I believe once we get working on this deal tomorrow morning, that's going to be the first order of business, is spreading that giant pile we have stacked up over there. And then that road will pretty much be completed going in there. It's just going to be a matter of time for that material to set up and dry. Like I said, we've got a big pile back over there, which we're going to eventually build a pad out of. And then kind of in the center of these two materials, depending on what layer of cap rock Ed's digging through, we're getting this material, which it's basically gold. This is some really fine material. It's great I've kind of stash piled it a lot over there by my boat shed. So kind of keeping this stuff separate. And the plan for it is either going to be, well, for sure with some of it, I'm going to pull my boat out and spread a lot of that underneath my boat shed just to make a nice clean pad to park my boat on every night. We're also planning on, like I mentioned before, doing some kind of little beach-like area right here along the bank. So if we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the pile here. We've got a truckload or two stashed by the boat shed, but we're probably going to kind of spread that out here and kind of work it up to the driveway, because I don't know, have you guys seen my setup, but it's really kind of going to try and widen the driveway a little bit, because this is where I do my little 3-point turn to park the boat. So we're going to use that for some driveway material and for kind of what's going to be the little beach area. And you can see Ed has spread some here along the bank also. Just looks real nice. It's really fine. It's kind of like a grittier beach sand. But we got a lot of material. We're trying to, use what we can of it. And it's all good stuff, but stashing it has been a problem. But you can't see right now because I have the pump turned off until tonight. But we thought this thing was probably going to be like 12.5 feet deep. But from where the water level is right now to the very bottom of this thing is definitely pushing 20 foot, if not deeper than that. Ed went ahead and dug this thing super deep. What you can't see right now, again, because we brought the water up, is Ed's been kind of playing with the bottom structure here. Basically about halfway across that deal, like I said, it's probably pushing 25 feet deep. And then what he's done, he's kind of made almost, a high spot underwater here in the center. So right here, just kind of a underhand flips throw. It goes from, I'm going to say 20 foot up to about 8 or 9. There's kind of a high spot, and he's dug 2 trenches down the side. And what we're thinking is making this pocket relatively shallow, almost kind of like a sandbar or a shelf, maybe only even waist deep. Like I said, if we decide to swim in the pond, which I doubt we will, but just for future videos, or if I want to feed the fish or whatever, they have to kind of swim up on a flat, and then it'll make a good little spawning area also. And then this is where he's going to have to do last. We've got this big ramp here, which we're going to end up leaving. That's going to flow into the water, but he's going to have to work backwards so that he can, bring the equipment up out of that while we're digging. So this pocket over here, we're probably going to make, go down pretty deep again also once we get there. But tomorrow morning, we're going to all get out here hopefully pretty early and hopefully be bringing truckloads of this stuff out of here, because we're at the point now where we're running out of room to store it here on the property, where we don't just have mountains of material surrounding our house. So hopefully if we can keep getting this stuff out of here, then Ed can keep digging and we should be able to knock out the majority of this work hopefully by this Friday, today being Monday. So we're thinking, like I said, that whole wall we're thinking about doing that, all cattails. We really want to try and plant a cypress tree or two. And then maybe I don't know. I mean, possibilities are kind of endless. Let us know in the comments what you guys think would look good around the edges. Maybe do some wire grass, some needle grass on the side. I don't want to do much submerged vegetation. I don't want to put a bunch of hydrilla in here just because it is such a small body of water that it can overtake it. But I don't know. Maybe some pepper grass or something. I definitely want to make this look old Florida-y looking. But super excited. It's coming out great. We're definitely gaining a lot of ground. The water is even relatively clear right now. We haven't even put a fountain or anything in here, which that will be one of the first things we're going to have to do just to help aerate the water so it doesn't stay, tannic or that's not the word. What's the word? Stagnant. It'll oxygenate the water and just for the most part keeps it clean. And then the fun part will be stocking it. Obviously, we're going to be trying to put some bass, bluegill, turtles, ducks. Definitely going to be buying some ducks for laking. And that'll be about it. So we're rocking and rolling. Let me know what you guys think you guys would like to see along the edges of this deal. Let me know if I should put some kind of, some timber in there, if I should try to find some old trees to sink down there in the middle. I definitely want to have these fish, give them some structure. But so far, so good. We'll see how the rest of this turns out. And then, like I said, once all the digging is done, I'll give you guys another update so you can kind of see the final shape and how it's going to turn out. But other than that, we're rocking and rolling. So I guess I'll see you guys on the next one.